Good freaking morning, everyone. What a freaking insane speech we saw last night. Imagine you're a 13-year-old boy. You're a cancer survivor. You get the surprise of your life. And Democrats can't clap for that. We're like watching two stark people being separated. We are not coming together as a country, are we? If you can't clap for a small child being given an obligatory DEI prize to be a Secret Service agent after he survived cancer and lived way longer than he was supposed to, then you are a psychopathic individual. Democrats last night showed us how absolutely insane human beings they are. They came in with a mission of being belligerent children. It was one of the most annoying things to ever watch. I've never seen anything like it. I remember a time where Barack Obama was speaking during the State of the Union and somebody screamed out and people made news headlines after news headlines about that. And then I remember the same thing about MTG as well, doing something similar to Joe Biden where she said no or something. And then people wouldn't shut up about that. And Al Green stands up with his small little cane and starts screaming at Donald Trump about the mandate or something. And there are whispers in the news. And Democrats aren't calling him out saying, wow, we need more decorum or we need to come together. We need to have a moment of just shutting our mouths. And even if we disagree with somebody, it's okay to sit in the same room. Democrats last night proved to us that they are still the same children we think they are. Where they think they're being activists, we see them as being absolutely annoying. But the funniest thing, it was right out of the get-go last night where Donald Trump starts his speech and they immediately start with their antics. Plus, we were promised eggs. We were promised waving, clapping hands, and all kinds of stuff. We were promised the squad. Where was AOC? Where was Rashida Tlaib? Where was Ilhan Omar? Oh, she was there. She was the only one that made it. And it was still one of my favorite moments. But this is how the speech started off last night. Absolutely insane. Watch this right here.
And one counties in our country, 2,700 to 525. On a map that reads almost completely red for Republican.
Right out of the get-go, some of the most annoying people on earth couldn't just shut up for a second. Screaming, whistling. Could you imagine if the Republicans all did this to Joe Biden? I think we would actually have watched him die on stage that night. It would have been absolutely insane. But this is still one of my favorite moments. I think this moment, along with the DJ stuff with the kid, was insane. But this moment right here, where Elizabeth Warren decides to, start clapping for war. The Democrats are proving who they really, really are, aren't they? They're proving how insane they are, but they're proving how much of warmongers they truly are. This moment right here where Democrats didn't clap for the entire night. They decided to stay on their seats, a small child, a small boy with cancer, surviving cancer, getting an obligatory fun little Secret Service thing, which was totally adorable. Anybody with a heart or any kind of empathy known to mankind or they're not an absolute psychopath would have been clapping in that moment. Even if you disagree with Donald Trump and think he's a threat to democracy, you can still clap for a small child beating brain cancer. You are a human, right? Maybe me not. Pocahontas was my favorite moment. Yeah, that was a good moment too. But this moment right here showed us how this moment showed us how the Democrats are a part of a religion. They're a part of this sick cult that Elizabeth Warren starts clapping for Ukraine to continue to fight in war and people to die. It looked absolutely insane. This should be on every Republican news page everywhere.
With no end in sight, the United States has sent hundreds of billions of dollars to support Ukraine's defense. with no security, with no anything. Do you want to keep it going for another 5 years? Yeah, you would say Pocahontas says yes.
Here it is, the Pocahontas. Kristen and I have the same favorite moment. Her clapping hysterically for keeping it going for another 5 years, while the other two around them laughed about it. Even he's like, do you know what you're clapping for? We're the Democrats. We're supposed to be the party of peace. No, I guess we're not. I mean, these people are so psychotic. They she doesn't even know what she's clapping for. She's just like, I'm having my Spartacus moment. I'm speaking out against the establishment. I'm going against Donald Trump. I'm standing my ground. I am so awesome in this moment. People are celebrating me. People are excited for me to be around them. Watching them clap hysterically for 5 more years of war and people dying was so crazy.
2,000 people are being killed every single week. More.
And she's clapping. Congrats, Elizabeth Warren. Pocahontas, you suck. Wolfie says Dems hate black kids again. Yeah, they do. They do, man. Well, especially black kids with brain cancer. They're like, we can't grift off this kid anymore. And that's not a fart. She seems genuinely amused about war. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That clip right there, I mean, if this doesn't show you how much of a religion the Democrats have become, they've replaced God, they've replaced their yogas. I thought you guys were supposed to be all mindful and in touch with yourselves. Huh? Did you forget to do your mindful meditation this morning? And you're over here clapping for war? Could it be because you're Satan? Satan? I meant to say Satan. Warmonger's gonna warmonger. I know. The messaging is clear. Democrats love war. 5 more years? Fine, we'll do 20 years. We want every last single Ukrainian dead on the field. It'll be awesome. And then we can go in and establish true democracy. Another insane moment last night was watching this child who survived brain cancer and beat the doctors told him he had 5 months to live, and he's been living on. An insane moment, beautiful moment. Anybody with a soul, anybody that has any ounce of empathy within themselves moment, you could have clapped for this. But the Democrats didn't even clap for this kid. If you can't put down your swords and your non-bipartisan idiotic brain for 1 second for a kid with cancer, you are psychotic. You are nuts. If Joe Biden was to celebrate a small child with brain cancer, I too would stand up because guess what? We got to protect them kids. But one of the most beautiful moments, and we're going to get into, you're not going to believe how the media responds to this kid receiving the award. Of course, again, this is the Democrats went on full religion for us last night. But this was a beautiful moment. Anybody with a soul, anybody with a heart probably would have cried. I might have cried a little bit because I'm gay.
I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service.
Democrats can't clap for that. Democrats all of a sudden start caring about DEI. We're just going around giving brain cancer kids Secret Service badges. Oh, God. I thought you Republicans were against this kind of stuff. Just adorable. Could you imagine being this dude's father as well? What a cute moment. What an awesome moment as a dad. Donald Trump hates black people so much. Like, okay, your narrative is falling apart before your eyes. That was so cute too. That was like so adorable. The most qualified Secret Service agent. Yeah. The expression on that boy's face was priceless, 100%. It was just absolutely amazing. Wonderful. Find It Fix It says, wonderful how many people had to change in mind and their life decisions today. Yeah, I hope so. Michael Carley says, I had to quit in the middle of the show. Democrats are the party of evil. Yeah. Well, they definitely showed it last night. I mean, seriously, they act like 13-year-old children who couldn't. They were like, we only see what's in front of us. We can't see what's side to side. But I mean, you could see them in the back just like sitting down and they're like, boo, Donald Trump's evil. He doesn't mean this kind of stuff. But listen to Nicole Wallace. Listen to this breakdown from Nicole Wallace about this cancer kid getting a Secret Service badge who wants to grow up and be a cop. Okay, what child doesn't want to grow up and be a cop eventually? Every one of us dudes at some point of our life watched a cop movie and thought, you know what? It would be kind of cool to be a cop, wouldn't it? I would be like a dirty cop though and make lots of money. Every one of us thought that way. But Nicole Wallace, seeing this, watch her talk about suicide all of a sudden.
But I think this was a lesson in finding one thing that you let yourself feel. And I let myself feel joy about DJ. And I hope he's alive for another, 95 years, right? And I hope he lives and the life he wants to live. He wants to be a cop. He knows what he wants to do. And maybe when you have childhood cancer, that crystallizes for you. And I hope he has a long life as a law enforcement officer.
Okay, but tell us how you feel.
But I hope he never has to defend the United States Capitol against Donald Trump's supporters. And if he does, I hope he isn't one of the 6 who loses his life to suicide. And I hope he isn't one who has to testify against the people who carried out acts of seditious conspiracy.
What did you just say? I hope he doesn't lose his life to suicide? Are you okay?
Never has to defend the United States Capitol against Donald Trump's supporters. And if he does, I hope he isn't one of the 6 who loses his life to suicide.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
What? What? You know, my mom in the corner, Jen Psaki, was like, what the you saying? What the heck you saying? Are you out of your fucking mind? You're talking about a child committing suicide? Is that what we're doing? Is that what MSNBC is? We're the real news. We're real news. We're a real MSNBC. We're getting down to the absolute facts, and we can't figure out why people don't want to actually watch our news program. It makes absolutely no sense. We're human beings with real news and real people. What? These people are so triggered by January 6th, they can't shut up about it. Shut up. God. I was eating a hamburger the other day, and it reminded me of one of the officers at one point was eating a hamburger at January 6th. And I hope that person that was eating the hamburger at Steak and Shake, I hope you don't die of suicide. These people are sick. I mean, she's not human. That's what a soulless looks like. Yeah, she's a lizard person. Even I, never that insensitive. Dude, when you're talking about children, let's keep the. She's not even joking. That's or she's not even like being flabbergastic or being silly. She's like, you know what? I hope. I mean, it's like almost like an evil laugh or evil psychotic. It's like, you know what? I hope that Secret Service agent doesn't die protecting Donald Trump and the evil January 6ers. The kid's like 12 or 13, so he's going to probably be in as an officer in like another 10 years. You think like there's still going to be January 6th in 10 years? It's going to be January 6th, but on crack. What a sick psychopath. They had their own January 6th last night and the caveman swinging his cane. Yeah, they did. That's true. He did have an insurrection, and he gave us all an insurrection last night. Had to let herself feel, she said, but no feelings there. No, she didn't. No feelings whatsoever. And I wish the cameras would have went to Jen Psaki and my man over here, just like keeping his head down. He's like, man, why am I still a part of this trashy news organization? And she's like, what you about to say? You about to say something too crazy for me. God. I mean, is this the new precedent? We can't come together for a moment anymore. We have no souls. We're just so up our own bias buttholes. We're up our own tribes that it's like we can't have a single moment of unity. We can't have one moment of unity because to show a moment of unity with Donald Trump means that we're connecting and welcoming evil into our life. Watchman says, I actually watched Senator Green's complaint interview outside the chambers. Yeah, I could actually agree with him. He only wanted to keep funding Medicaid for 4 people. I don't think that's a bad thing. Okay. Yeah. Stop a whole speech because of a mandate. He was just like, he said mandate and I disagree with mandate. But here's the moment for Al Green. Here's the Al Green Democrat nominee from Texas having his Spartacus moment, having his moment that everybody could just be super stoked about. I'm going to pick one word or one moment to stand up and make it about me. Even Nancy Pelosi in the corner over here is like, sit down. This is too much. But Democrats everywhere are celebrating this. It's funny to watch all these leftist streamers. They're like, you know what? All the Democrats were holding these stupid signs, and at least Al Green stood up and cared for everyone. Okay, watch this. I've never seen this at a speech before.
Engaging in willful and continuing breach of decorum, and the chair is prepared to direct the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order to the joint session.
Get out. Get out. There he is. Rule number 1, if you have a cane, don't pick a fight with anyone. You're showing everyone where your weakness is.
Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat. Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber. Members are engaging in...
Yeah, what was in that cane? Was it a flask? He's like, Al Green's like, you know what? I'm too drunk to taste this chicken. Actually, Al Green was very pissed off that Kentucky Fried Chicken moved from Kentucky to Texas. He's like, they don't belong in our state.
I'm gonna come.
Get out of our state. Go take your shower first. Yeah, exactly. I'm convinced all government are full theater nerds. I think they are, actually. At least on the Democrat side. I think like the Republican side, it's all like military or post-military guys. That's why a lot of their jokes are very corny. No offense to military guys. I've just never met a funny military guy in my life. Don't say that. But Democrats are all theater kids. They're all just like sitting in the theater just like, I think, therefore, I am. And we're going to get into some of the videos that Democrats have been posting about how freaking pumped up and excited they are about life, about, sticking it to the man. It's just so funny. Order was restored last night, but I've never seen anybody stand up and wouldn't shut up and get kicked out. This has never happened. And Democrats aren't condemning this at all. They think this is like a power move. This is so great. This is the new precedent, okay? I don't think any Republican would ever do this, but MTG's like, hold my beer. Go take your shower first. Even funnier the third time. Good. The mandatory capital penalty Trump brought up is another concern for a lot of people, having it could bring police tyranny. There's always a possibility for tyranny. But there's too many court systems. So a lot of stuff, even a lot of stuff Trump has signed off of is going to get dismissed. As we just saw, foreign aid is going to continue. Al Green is the new Will Smith. Yeah. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. That was so great. Okay, but this is my favorite. This is by far my favorite moment of the entire speech. This just showed how much better of a president Donald Trump is. He actually has made border crossings lower than it's ever been. Some of the statistics that are coming out when it comes to border crossings are amazing right now. I mean, listen to this. This is such a mic drop moment from Trump.
The media and our friends in the Democrat Party kept saying we needed new legislation. We must have legislation to secure the border. But it turned out that all we really needed was a new president.
And it's true. Look, I've said for 100,000 times, I won't take any president, any Republican elected official, Democrat elected official when they talk about the border until you send the military to the border. And Donald Trump has done that, and guess what? Border crossings have gone down. It's amazing. It's amazing when a country takes their security seriously. It's almost like they were doing it on purpose before. Weird. Isn't that weird? Am I the only one that thinks that's a little weird? That was like such a GOAT status. That was all they, Michael Carley says, all they stand for is anti-white male and mainly their kickback frauds. Oh, they love their kickbacks. They love their kickbacks. And sticking it to the white man. Trump is the new GOAT, says Trump not guilty. But I think Matt Walsh was literally all of us last night. I have never seen so much clapping in my entire life. Even Matt Walsh is like, also, how tall is Matt Walsh and how short is Ben Shapiro? Or is Matt Walsh just like 8 feet tall? Somebody look up how tall Matt Walsh is, because when Matt Walsh was standing next to Ben Shapiro, he looked like a giant.
I have not clapped that much, like in total in my entire life as I did in the room. There's a lot of clapping. I will say that
it was a lot of clapping for Trump's speech, and we were doing it as well.
I thought it was a great speech. I thought, but for me, unfortunately, being in the room, even though it was a really good speech, the big takeaway is just the Democrats, and I'm sure you guys have covered it, but the performance by the Democrats I thought was just disgraceful. And
okay, I just looked up. It says Matt Walsh is 6 feet tall. How tall is Ben Shapiro? He better not be my height. 5'9". Okay, he's way shorter. Okay, I didn't know Ben Shapiro was a short king.
Ridiculous.
He's 6 feet tall. Yeah, thank you guys.
And being in the room, I mean, I don't know how much you pick up on camera. I'm sure the one guy standing up and refusing to leave, that certainly made it in. But the just constant comments, the little stunts, they're looking down at their phone.
Oh my God. We saw Elizabeth Warren staring at her phone almost the entire time. We saw Elizabeth Warren just staring at her phone. David Citrelli says U.S. aid is just a front money laundering, and all the Democrats who are fighting for it, survival, are the people who should be investigated for money laundering, of course. Well, it's not even necessarily them. It's their kickbacks to their friends, and then their friends get kickbacks. So when we say things like we're sending $10 million for circumcision in Africa, I'm like, did that really go to circumcision in Africa, or did that go to some kind of NGO or nonprofit somewhere that they got kickbacks on? It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. Restream bot, Gulf of Trump equals golf equals GOAT. Shout out to the Restream bot. Ben lost a lot of money betting against Trump in his first term. Oh my God, he did hate Trump in his first term.
You know, I had
Well, at least at the beginning. And then he came around.
a woman who was right in front of me down below who was.
I think a lot of Republicans did not like Trump at the beginning. I did, though. I have a flawless record when it comes to Trump. Look, I stood up against my family. My family were all very against Trump too. They thought his rhetoric was too much. And I thought, no, we need a wrecking ball. I'm sick of this.
It's like taking angry selfies of herself and texting them to her friend. I could see that happening. So this is what the lawmakers were busy doing.
Matt, did you photobomb any of the selfies for this Democrat woman's friends? Just like
I did. I got in one of them. I got in one of her that she sent to a friend. But to me, the thing that kind of tells you everything you need to know is that the Democrats sat on their hands and did not clap anything. They didn't clap a child cancer survivor. They didn't clap planting a flag on Mars. They didn't clap, protecting Americans from crime, killing terrorists, and all of that. The only thing they clapped for, was Ukraine.
Because Ukraine is part of the religion. It's like they support Ukraine and LGBTQ. I know you're part of the right-thinking lobby if you support Ukraine and LGBTQ at the same time. Dan says, I'll take $8 million to trans mice. I wouldn't actually trans mice, me neither. I think trans mice have been through enough. K-Bean says, it's just a title. You don't know where the money went. Exactly. It's like calling abortion healthcare. But even CNN is struggling in this moment as they're seeing some of the poll numbers that came out over this speech is overwhelming support.
To the results, what was your reaction to Trump's speech? 44% of speech watchers in our instant poll tonight say they had a very positive reaction to Trump's speech. 25% somewhat positive, 31% negative. To the results.
Ooh. Man, that's a big suit. That man's been through enough. All right, y'all. Keep it to yourself. Don't say nothing.
What was your reaction to Trump's speech? 44% of speech watchers in our instant poll tonight say they had a very positive reaction to Trump's speech. 25% somewhat positive, 31%.
Who writes somewhat positive? Yeah, I was somewhat positive. Who are these people? And even CBS as well, 76% approval. It's bad when communist broadcasting systems and CNN are like, shh. We're going to get the Republicans again. Add that 44% with 25%, and you're doing Steiner math. That is true. What's up his butt? Yeah, probably his last burrito. I just love that everybody enjoyed the speech. Again, it was a great speech. It was easily one of the best State of the Union speeches I've ever watched. It was one of the longest State of the Union speeches I've ever watched, and yet I still stayed engaged. Towards the end, I got a little I think I've been in this maybe because I'm streaming. I was like, I think I've been in front of the camera a long time, but it was easily one of the best speeches I've ever seen. I was engaged the entire time. Usually in those speeches, I get absolutely bored and I start looking up X post of what everyone is saying. And so I wasn't doing that. So it just tells me that I wasn't fully engaged on it. Again, the Democrats did not clap for cancer survivors, planting flags on Mars, fighting against crime, like the Larkin stuff and and that other woman that had somebody get killed by an illegal immigrant. They're like, you know what? We are still on the side of the illegal immigrant killing your children. I just hope he can get inflation down. It's hurting. Oh, I completely agree. We knew this going into it, though. We knew that with Trump, there was going to be a bit of a Band-Aid effect. We're going to have a little ripoff where it hurts for a little while. But I think things will change. At least I hope so. And if it doesn't change, I'll continue to be like, what's going on, dude? I mean, the same way I have about the Epstein files with Pam Bondi. I mean, she said on Friday we're getting a truckload. We need a truckload. I would like a truckload. Did anyone win bingo? I was one off of bingo. I needed Barron Trump didn't show up, so he screwed me out of a bingo, and I had another bingo my other bingo was Elon Musk jumping. He didn't jump either. It made me so angry. I wanted some Elon Musk belly button action, and I didn't get it. Clap for the endless wars. Yes, the only thing they clapped for was Ukraine and endless wars. And as Donald Trump was leaving last night, even this woman says, "You triggered them." Yeah, I think Donald Trump triggered them, sure. But what really happened is that these Democrats went in with like an idea and a plan to be disruptive and be petulant children because they think that everything. I mean, Donald Trump could literally say, "I'm putting away my Republican needs or tendencies or populist tendencies and wants and desires, and I'm going full Democrat tonight. We're supporting Ukraine forever," and they would still like not clap. They would be like, "Wait, why is he agreeing with us? This is stupid. Wait, are we on the other side now?" They just, anything he does, he could literally just agree. They could come up and say, "Donald Trump, we love hamburgers." And Donald Trump says, "I love hamburgers." Or like, "Oh, we love cheeseburgers." You're like, okay, God. Watchman says, "I really don't trust any of them in all the downward spiral of leadership. It seems like a prophetic timeline." Be careful of the prophetic timelines. A lot of generations have tried to do that as well. And sometimes if it could give you signs, but you never know the day or the hour, my friend. Maybe I'll be triggered enough to do a better job next time they're running for president. Yeah, exactly. Well, I think they're going to push Kamala for us, and that's very exciting for me. Violet says they knew the Democrats were going to break decorum, so they probably told Musk to behave so he couldn't call hypocrisy. Probably. Yeah, maybe. Okay, I like this part.
Really triggered those people.
Yeah. Tremendous, Mr. President. Thank you. Thank you so much.
She said, "You triggered a lot of people."
Triggered those people.
Yeah. Tremendous, Mr. President. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for the beneficial ownership ban this week.
You triggered a lot of people. Yeah. K-Bean says, "I got a bingo. DEI, Gulf of America, middle spot free, Gaza war hostages, ends trans surgery." What bingo were you playing? That wasn't our game. But we did catch Elon Musk, though. Elon Musk was caught last night with his next baby mama, handing her a glass of water. And this is how it all starts for these women. Elon Musk hands you a glass of water, and he has chosen you to be the next one. You're next, blonde lady. Watch this moment. I mean, it's just incredible. I mean, right here. Thank you for water. Thank you. I'll take the water. Thank you. Yes. Hey, do you like water? I like water. You dirty dog. And just like that, another Elon Musk is born. Look at that smile. Unreal. He even crossed the aisle. Look, barriers do not separate Elon Musk from getting what he wants. She's totally pregnant now. Yeah. Just like that. I mean, it's just, he's been like, "Why did you pick her, huh? Why did you pick her? Huh? Why did you pick the blonde lady next to you? You dirty dog." She's like, "Is he gonna give me water? I want him to give me water so bad." Hey, you don't have water. That's interesting. Did you see that? Did you see the double look? Oh my God, I love it. Show us the double look. Let's get the double look. This is him thinking of, oh my God. It's like it's like all of us as 13-year-old boys are like, hey. Wait. Oh, wait. There it is. He looks. I think I'll do it. Okay, hey, what's up? And then she smiles. Oh, no, it's over. Yeah, okay, yeah. What should we name our child? X? Thank you. I was so thirsty. How did you know I was thirsty? Wait, did he smile before he drank it? Oh, he is smiling, isn't he? You dirty dog, you dirty dog. He's like, oh my gosh, it's like lovers at first sight. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah. I remember when I gave you your first glass of water. The Neuralink girl is better. Or even the St. Clair girl. I don't know. Sometimes when you've had foreign forbidden fruit, like a dirty blonde that's sitting across the aisle, sometimes that could feel better. Oh my God, that is a big cheese. Cheesing hard. And then he goes, do I keep talking? Elon, we got our eyes on you, dude. We're always watching. We're always watching. You can't get away from that. The face of the guy thinking I want water to get her. Yeah, look at that smile. Elon is thinking about Keith from Keystone. He's smooth. Tiny water bottles make tiny hands look large. True. True. I bet he puts his whole mouth on the top of that bottle. He did kind of put his whole mouth on the... Oh, that was a full lip. Is that a full lip? It might be. That's okay. You just can't drink from him. They say he's a front man. Are you talking about Elon? Elon thinking about Keith. Keith Olbermann? I'm always thinking about Keith Olbermann. I think the funniest thing as well is watching JD Vance. I kept pointing this out last night. I don't know if you guys watch this as well, is that we watch JD Vance just like... JD Vance is like full father mode. JD Vance having 2 small children, he just treats all these politicians like children as well. Even Zelensky, he's like, did you even say thank you? Say thank you. I mean, and watching him last night staring at Democrats was hilarious. It was literally like a father, giving you that side eye of like, when I get home, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. I mean, watch this.
It lists...
Wait, that was so... He's like... that look over. It was like he cocked it back. It was like... wait.
It lists 3.6 million people from...
I mean, it was the entire night, and that's what I loved about it. Now I can't help but see JD Vance as a father. He's all our fathers. JD Daddy. It's J Daddy. Will you be my little chubby little monster daddy? I like it though. I like it. I need more father figures in my life. I'm really lacking in the father figures. My dad was never there for me, and therefore I look at politicians as dads. It's a dagger stare. It truly is. That look he gave lesbian bishop, is that what it was? Elon, his clap through it was pretty robotic. Oh, Elon is the most robotic dude I've ever seen in my life. I mean, even the way he talks is very calculated and robotic. He put his vicious eyeliner on for tonight. Yeah, he did. He did. He went full emo for us. He's like, all the small things, true care, true means. She left me. He's like,
it
or Ohio is for lovers. Don't mess with JD Vance. He will throw emo on you in 2 seconds. He'll do some Hawthorne Heights, My Chemical Romance, Evanescence. He'll go on you like so hard. You don't even get it. And he's in so much teenage internal pain. You don't even get it, Mom. You don't never understand me, Mom. God, you remember the stuff you used to say to your parents as a kid growing up? Or not necessarily say to your parents as a kid growing up, but Say to your parents in your room with the door shut because you didn't want to get hit. At least that was me. You shut the door to your room and you're like, Mom, I fucking hate you, Mom. I hate you. I miss those days. I miss having little teenage aggression freakouts, like being like the Democrats. Your tears don't fall. I'm outside of your window with my radio. Don't waste time on me. I'm already the voice inside your head. Yeah. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Yeah. Maybe is that what he's thinking right there? He's like, if I do it tonight, will you guys even remember me? Same Derek, same. Okay, good. I hope that I'm not the only one that would have teenage freakout sessions in his own room. You're just like, oh, stupid guy. I want to hang out with my friends. I hate you. JD, he's the kind that looks like Wes from one of the Road Warrior movies. I don't know if I've seen the Road Warrior movies. Ooh, don't judge me. Don't freaking judge me. Okay. Even CNN noticed how the Democrats wouldn't even come together last night. It was absolutely, you know, it's bad when CNN is calling you out for being a petulant little child. They're like, oh, they're not even talking to the Republicans here.
Look at what's happening. The Democrats are not even acknowledging the cabinet right now. I just don't remember that being standard. At least they would get up and shake their hands.
Just the visual here that
they're not engaging. This is not a pathway forward to bipartisanship.
And it's not. It's not a pathway forward to bipartisanship. We are coming apart as a country. Maybe Tim Pool is right. Civil war is on the corner. He's thinking, if you think Trump is mean, wait till 2028. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Wait till I'm done with you idiots. Wait till I'm done with you idiots. Okay, let's get into some Democrat cringe. Democrats last night went on a full TikTok spree where they put video after video out before Donald Trump's speech. Even Jamie Crockett. Jamie Crockett is literally trying to be a Democrat social media influencer. And she posted this video on TikTok with Kendrick Lamar in the background, of course. So I can't play the whole song, but I'll play it at the beginning.
Oh, no. It's a cultural divide. I'm going to get it on the floor.
You really about to do it?
She just posts this video for Kendrick Lamar. They ain't like us. And she just posted this video. I mean, she wants so much attention. And Democrats are pushing her to be the next Democratic nominee. I want that so bad. I want her to be the Democratic nominee, not because I think that she will win and make the country a horrible place to live, but because I think it would be so easy to defeat a petulant child like this. Speaking of petulant childs, I mean, everything was staged last night. They waited for Donald Trump to say one weird thing where they got up with their little resist shirts. And then, of course, C-SPAN was like, oh, people are getting up and leaving. We have to film them protesting. Zoom in on the resist shirt. They probably even sent them a little memo. Hey, 23 minutes and 56 seconds into the speech, I'm going to be getting up and showing my super sick t-shirt that says resist. You're going to want to film it. It's going to be awesome. Thank God they got that shot. Thank God we have that moment. And Democrats everywhere were holding up these annoying signs last night. And we were holding up signs as well. And I was just, holding up this sign the entire time last night. What does this even mean? False. Musk steals. False. They're not paying attention. They're playing on their phones the entire time. Just every time there's a clapping break, they wanted the cameras to show their little signs. This was the funniest sign for me right here is this woman while Trump was walking in. This is not normal. This is not normal. Look at me. I look so super hardcore. I look so hardcore in this picture. This is not normal. None of this is normal. You ain't normal. You ain't normal. The other Americans ain't like us. Great platform. Yeah, true. Musk steals and remains richest person. Yeah, that is always one of the funniest things to me is that the Democrat narrative is that Elon Musk is in Doge to steal the American people money. The richest man in the world is trying to steal the American people money. I think he's okay. I don't think that's what he wants. And Maxine Waters, one of my favorites of all time. It's a lot of black women doing these videos. Derek, are you racist? Oh my God, I'm noticing my own bias. Okay, here's Maxine Waters.
Turned it over to him. And we don't know everything that Elon Musk has done with his high technology ass. We don't know what he's being accused of by some, as it may relate to the election. But we're not going to give up in investigating and finding.
I mean, it was like scene after scene. And here's another one, Jamie Crockett. I'm telling you, Jamie Crockett last night was on every single leftist stream and was live streaming everywhere. Listen to this.
That while we may not have the numbers just yet, that doesn't mean that we don't have fight left in our bodies. And so I am going to fight him every step of the way until we get what we deserve, because it was my ancestors that built this motherfucker.
I'm so tired of that narrative that black people built America. You think slaves are the only people that did anything in this country? Do you really think that? You don't think a bunch of poor white people coming from, I don't know, Ireland, Germany, wherever you was on the lowest part of the totem pole and built things like, I don't know, roads? I seriously, I think some of these these black politicians who are just race grifters, just going around, they're like, yeah, black people built the roads, they built the electrical systems, they built highways, they built the train tracks, and Chinese people are like, what about us? They built the sewer system. No, you didn't build America. You made a few rich white Southern dudes rich. I will give you that. A few of them. Not everyone was walking around owning. Seriously, not everyone was walking around owning slaves back then. God, it's just so stupid. It's so stupid, and I'm bored. I don't even give it. I don't even want to give it airspace in here. Elon Musk is the most successful African American in history we know of. That is true. Outside of LeBron James, who just scored 50,000 points. She's an angry carp. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Built none of the MFR. It's like, yeah, you built some, but so did I'm Irish. A lot of my Irish ancestors built things like the sewer system. I think building the sewer system was probably not a fun job, just to guess. And also, what about all the coal miners? The people that worked in these gold, digging for gold. I mean, this idea that white people were just like sitting on their couch, just drinking tea while black people worked is such a stupid, idiotic view of the world and of history. It makes absolutely no sense. And again, I'm telling you, she was like, they were shoving mics in her face because she can drop words like mother. Wow, did you say MFer? Oh my God. We have a congresswoman saying the MFer word? That's so based. It's so refreshing.
This is not what we should be doing. I don't even know why we fighting with Greenland. Why we fighting with Greenland? We fighting with Canada. We fighting with Mexico. Yeah, we fighting with Mexico.
Please run for president. Please run for president. I need it. I need you to run. Even if you don't win the election for the Democrats, I want you up there debating these people.
In love with Putin? What is happening? Like, this is not America. This is a terrible nightmare. Somebody slap me and wake me the fuck up, because I'm ready to get on with it.
Am I the only one when I hear that high-pitched kind of talking? I'm like, it hurts my ears. Maybe I'm becoming an old man. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just an old man at this point. But it hurts my ears to hear it. Much of earlier wealth was back in Europe. Yeah, that's true. Let's not talk about black people who owned other black people in the same period she's grifting on. Oh, 100%. Yeah, this idea that black people didn't also sell slaves. It's just like white people came to Africa and they were like, give me, and they just took people. Yeah, you think that's how it works? You think that's how it works? Maybe that happened a few times, but let's just, they called it the slave trade for a reason. You insist, I'm definitely going to slap you. High-pitched blacking. It's just a high-pitched screaming. It's like when people start getting that clap back and they start, excuse me, and I get animated and stuff, my brain just goes, nope, not listening. What are we doing here? I'm getting hyped out. I'm getting hyped out. Okay, relax. Let's have a conversation. I thought you were supposed to be the adults. You try to make Donald Trump as like this psychotic individual, but you are acting like a freaking child, and I want you to run for president. Please. Believe everything she says. Wait. Believe everything she says. She's high-pitched and angry. That is true. Irish were slaves too. Irish were slaves. Germans were slaves. Like barbarians were slaves. And throughout history, poor people were the slaves. God, a lot of poor people would be like, I'll sell like 10 years of my life servitude for you for a home. Like, it's just, we weren't as rich as we are today. And even the Democrat, what is this? The DNC chair, he says to Elon Musk, he should go to hell. And then he tweets up, I said what I said. Ooh, that's so cool. I swear, these are all like middle school people. They're just like trying to get in a fight at the end of school. They're like, hey, Elon, I'm going to meet you in the parking lot after school. And you're like, okay, I'll just beat you up, man. I'll beat you up pretty good. And why are we threatening? It's just like nonstop childish. The message right now is that Democrats think that Republicans are all stupid and they all want to fight them. They can go to hell and they all suck. And it's just like, it's such a boring rhetoric.
What would be your message to Elon Musk and his teenage Doge dudes who are currently firing career civil servants?
Well, go to hell. I mean, the reality is what you're doing is destroying our country right now, all to make more money for yourself, all to steal.
How is Elon Musk making more money with Doge? Does this work with stupid people? Are there literally stupid people out there that think this? The funniest part for me is that there are stupid people out there that believe this, and then they will tweet out things like, if you think Donald Trump is smart, that means you're stupid. It's just like, it's just so silly. It seems like it was the UK that made everybody slaves too. Porto loved it. England rounded up the Irish too. Oh, they did. Well, that's why we hate each other. And I mean, seriously, it was like video after video last night.
He's spewing all kinds of nonsense and bullshit.
What nonsense and bullshit? Tell me. Again, who does this work for? I told you last night that the emotional reaction to these leftists will be that Donald Trump is a liar and he's spitting nonsense or saying stupid stuff. And that is literally what they've said. They have no substance in the things that they say.
He's spewing all kinds of nonsense and bullshit. Let me just be real. Yeah. And we weren't gonna sit for that shit. We wouldn't. Mm-hmm. You know, we showed up. And if he had some sense, then maybe we would have been about that life. But y'all know he ain't got no sense. Mm-hmm. So please give some love. This took a little bit of coordinating to do for sure. We got some cool shirts. We got Madam Williams.
Mm-hmm.
He's spewing.
You think she's all coked up? I think they're drunk. Allegedly. Maybe. Quite possibly. I mean, it was just like picture after picture. We just walked out of the State of the Union. My shirt showed Trump an important message. No king lives here. Maxwell Frost as well. Frost is one of the worst too. These are all just like little theater kids. I swear these Democrats, their entire goal is to get kicked out of things, to show like how Republicans are against freedom of speech. They won't let me scream in the middle of speeches. They're against freedom of speech. They're all instantly dishonest, complaining about their ages. Democrats think 3-year-olds can consent to things. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, yeah, ask a Democrat what the age of consent is and watch them. What's the age of consent for children? They just like freak out. And here's another Democrat social media influencer watching. I told you, they're all going to just say he lied, blah, blah, blah. They have no substance in their arguments or putbacks. It's just he's a liar, he's dishonest, blah. It's so boring.
So I just finished watching Donald Trump's State of the Union speech.
Donald Trump's State of the Union? because I use quotation marks when I'm talking. I'm a social media influencer. I was never paid by the Biden administration, though the Biden administration did pay me to push Biden propaganda, allegedly. I'm just following the money. I love USAID.
And it is legitimately one of the worst speeches I've ever seen. Certainly one of the worst joint addresses to Congress ever.
If your takeaway from that last night is that it was one of the worst speeches, you're an idiot. You're a lying, dishonest human being. It wasn't.
Ever seen. Throughout that entire speech, he lied and lied and lied some more. You know, Americans are struggling right now.
He lied some more.
Prices are going up. GDP is falling. The stock market is falling. Recession fears are going up. And
what is the stock market at right now? What's the S&P 500 at? Oh, it fell a little bit more. It hasn't gone to the lowest of yesterday yet. Okay. Again, lying. They're a little. Seriously, they make fun of like the right being like social media influencers. This is all they are. They love their pictures. They love their theatrical moments. They're all like in unity. And again, Crockett. But the people are loving Crockett. And what are you drinking? And so this is where I think a lot of these Democrats last night were drunk. I'm just guessing that a lot of these Democrats were actually pretty schwasty last night, and that was the real reason they acted like this. I'm not saying for sure. I don't know for sure. I don't know what's in your drink. What's in your drink, girl? Is that some Kool-Aid? With 5 shots of vodka. Tito's vodka, because I'm from Texas.
I'm gonna come.
I mean, I think they were all hammered. I mean, that looks like an alcoholic drink.
First of all, thank you for making the back.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. God, I think I just blew out my eardrums. Okay.
First of all, thank you for making the back of my head famous. But second of all, if we could do a sequel.
Wait. You have a glass girl with her camera? Look, she's got one of those DJ cameras. This is all for freaking moments for them. You have a glass girl? Here, take my drink. There's the purple-haired one. Looks like a witch. Where's? Oh yeah, she's in the back right here. Yeah, she's like,
let me get into that picture. Don't take any pictures of me. I melt. Take the cameras down. My witchcraft and my Wiccan ways go down the tubes. I'm just a Wiccan. I'm not a witch.
I mean, I love it. She hands her the drink. And look at that look right there. That's a drunk look. Okay? Like, look, I have been to some parties. My name's Derek O'Shea and I like to party. Okay? That is a drunk look right there. That's a...
Take my drink.
That's a look like I'm about to kiss you look.
You're an ugly white guy, but you're on my side of the aisle, and therefore I want to kiss you.
And can we stop with these little mics? I am so sick of the lapel mic vibe. Stop it. Stop it with the little lapel mics. They're not cute. They're not funny. They're not quirky. Stop it with the lapel mics. It's annoying.
I'm going to take this teeny tiny little thing.
It's like they take the pen off and they're like,
I'm here at the Democratic convention and I'm doing fun things. Talk to this.
Like, it's just like, I hate it so much. Puts ego before all. That's a tequila sunrise. That's probably a good shout out, Willie, actually. I love a tequila sunrise. Those lashes look like eyebrows. That is true. She does have huge eyebrows on. That's her slave girl. Okay. I mean, I love this drink handoff.
Thank you for making the back of my head famous. But second of all, if we could do a sequel.
Wait. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, that is a drunk smile. That is a...
Just take it.
That is a drunk smile. Come on.
All, if we could do a sequel, if you could tell Donald Trump anything tonight, what would you tell him?
I would tell him to grow a spine and stop being Putin's hoe.
First of all, thank you for making the.
I mean, these are some of the greatest orators and smartest thinkers of the Democratic Party. What is happening? Oh, it's just so funny and cringy to me. Like every single moment. I mean, look at this from Adam Schiff. Shifty Schiff. Vladimir Putin is loving every minute of this. And it's like, you just like tweet things and say things that have no context or meaning. What is Vladimir Putin loving? What? Safer borders, the economy, retribution against countries that have taken advantage of American citizens, stopping world wars. What is Vladimir Putin exactly loving that we shouldn't also love? That's such a cringy thing about the Democrats. It's like, if you love anything Vladimir Putin loves, you're literally a Putin puppet. Maybe she should tell Putin. That he's a hoe. Yeah. Drink girl handles wig too. Oh yeah. Take my wig off. Take my weave. It's a weave. Come on, Michael. God, all you white people are the same. Shifty party. It is a shifty party, isn't it? I love McDonald's too. Me too. Hey, do you guys have McDonald's yet in Russia, or are you guys still stealing our IP? Sick freaks. Stolen IP. This woman was one of the women that had a friend killed, and then they named a park after her. And it's interesting to hear her point of view, seeing the Democrats not actually clap for anything nice.
It's great to have you back. I think so much of you, and I've spoken to you a number of times, and I had you and your dad on this program with Senator Ted Cruz. How did you feel, number one, when you got this great honor for your very brave daughter? And what did you think of the Democrats?
It was truly an honor, a very surreal feeling to be sitting in that area to remember the life that Jocelyn had. I found it very cowardly that a lot of the Democrats didn't stand, didn't clap, didn't do anything to support anything that Donald Trump is trying to do as president to make this country better. It was very shameful to the Democrats.
You know, I mean, this is your precious 12-year-old girl. And I looked at Lake and Riley's mom, and she's tearing up and she's fighting back tears. And we see this 13-year-old young man who became a member of the Secret Service with Sean Curran tonight, the new head of the Secret Service, which was a really special moment. This young man makes it into West Point tonight. All these incredible Americana optics that anybody with a heart, mind, body, and soul would love. Your little daughter fought off these brutal, vicious, vile, evil attackers. I can't even imagine how she did. And I know, well, my faith tells me I know where she is, and I know you will be with her again. But if they can't stand and applaud you and stand up for the right of innocent people like your daughter, what does that party stand for? I found it repulsive.
They don't stand for anything humane. They don't stand for us as citizens. They don't stand for our security. They don't stand for honorable things that we need in this country. And it's very disgraceful to us.
It was very disgraceful. Oh, it's you. It's my dog. Hi. All Democrats are acting like my ex-girlfriend right now, says Rob. Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. I'm breaking up with you. You're not breaking up with me. I'm breaking up with you. Do you need to go for a walk? All right, I'm going to go walk my dog. I hope this hour stream has been fun for you guys. It's been fun for me. Thank you guys for coming in and hanging out and having a good time. Man, the Democrats truly showed themselves in so many ways, and but I'm not surprised at all. I mean, if you're surprised by how the Democrats have responded to last night's event, you haven't been paying attention. Of course, they responded like petulant children who are on a mission to make everything about themselves. They're all little psychopathic narcissists who they're the type of people that if you're having a hard day or your mom just died, they would find a way to make the conversation about them. They're like that. They're those type of people, and they'll be theatrical about it in order to make it about themselves. Good show. Thanks, Michael. All Democrats are acting like my ex-girlfriend. Swill says, is that how you access YouTube from Russia, Val? McDonald's IP? Yeah. Quit stealing our McDonald's IP, Valerie. A good time. Hey, thanks, Violet. I appreciate you. All right, guys. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you guys later tonight, all right? Hopefully we'll have some good clips to talk about and some fun time. I appreciate it. Hey, peace out, Watchmen.